Welcome to another episode of Japanverse Exclusive. If you are looking to escape the hustle and bustle of Tokyo and enjoy a subtropical retreat at a less crowded base camp for Mount Fuji, then this day trip is just for you. Let's go. The region encircling Mount Fuji has always been one of Japan's premier tourist destinations, and it draws a large number of visitors yearly. In this video, we are taking you to Shizuoka Prefecture. Shizuoka is a 1-hour Shinkansen ride from Tokyo, making it an easy day trip. For those who want to view Mount Fuji, the mountain can be seen from most places around Shizuoka City when the skies are clear. This was our view from the highway heading into Shizuoka. You can also catch a view of Mount Fuji from the Shinkansen. There are 3 ways to get to Shizuoka from Tokyo. You can take the Shinkansen from Tokyo Station to Mishima Station in Shizuoka, which takes about 51 minutes. Alternatively, you can drive from Tokyo to Shizuoka by car via the tollway, and that would take you around 1 hour and 35 minutes. Now, the third option, which is least favorable for a day trip time-wise, is to take a highway bus. And while taking a highway bus is super cheap and costs around $19, this method takes around 3 hours and 13 minutes to get from Tokyo to Shizuoka. So if you are thinking of a day trip, I would definitely suggest the first 2 options. Now, aside from catching a magnificent view of Mount Fuji, Shizuoka has plenty of attractions to make your day trip worthwhile. Shizuoka and its Izu Peninsula is a hidden gem, offering rejuvenating onsens and loads of scenic adventure. Now, the Izu Peninsula was once an island until an eruption connected it with mainland Japan, and it is actually a UNESCO Geopark. If you are fascinated with waterfalls, then Izu has a network of like 7 waterfalls. In addition to that, Izu has the most amazing sea caves. I could go on and on about all there is to do in Izu, but there's no way that you could get to do all of it in one day, plus see other attractions that are available around Shizuoka, like enjoying one of those beautiful onsens in Atami, or seeing the Mishima Skywalk, which is on our itinerary today. Izu is a really quiet town, a really quiet place, and you are so close to the water when you get to Izu that you can hear even the port from even 25 minutes away from where we're about to go. We took a little stop in this small area of Izu on the Izu Peninsula called Toi, and this area is known for having a lot of traditional style Japanese hotels with the tatami mats. They serve you traditional Japanese style breakfast and all of that, and they're all on the seafront. So we just took a stop here. It's a great place for you to book accommodation if you want to enjoy the Izu Peninsula. However, if you're looking to see much more than just the Izu Peninsula, then I would recommend booking somewhere in like Mishima City, which is pretty close to the Shinkansen and all of that, if you're doing more than just a day trip. For someone who wants to spend like 2 days in Shizuoka, then I would suggest that you book in Mishima if you want to see much more of Shizuoka, but if you're looking to enjoy everything that Izu Peninsula has to offer, then definitely try one of these traditional style Japanese hotels that you can find here. As you can see, the town is just really tranquil, it's really peaceful, and if you're looking to get down to earth in nature, then this town is definitely the place, and Izu Peninsula is the place to stop. Now, this was not our final stop, it was just a stop or a break on our way to where we're actually going. We literally just took a break from driving, just to stretch the legs and, catch our grounding. And we saw this beautiful little park. It's near a gold mine. And we just decided to feed the fishes, that's all. So we just took a break feeding some fishes. And this was like a really relaxing way to start this journey of exploring Shizuoka Prefecture in a day. After feeding the fishes, we headed on down to Dogashima Sea Cave to see the skylight. A 20-minute boat tour for one adult will cost you 1,500 yen. After entering the docking area, we waited for maybe around 2 minutes for everyone to be ready, and then we were able to board the Sea Crystal. That's the name of the boat that we went on, the Sea Crystal. After we were all on board, we took off and we had the option of sitting on the outside of the boat, or we could be inside where there were chairs and so on. But majority of the persons who boarded our boat stayed on the outside where we could get like a clearer view of the sea, the ocean, and just to enjoy the natural scenery. It's also good to note that because you're on the outside of the boat, there will be like splashes of water, so be mindful of that. They also provided a life vest for people who were more concerned about, safety. It wasn't 100% required for you to wear it, but if you wanted to wear it, it was a choice for you. So, for example, if you're not a strong swimmer, or you're just more concerned about your safety, maybe if you were to fall off the side of the boat or something, you can put on a life vest to secure yourself, or to give you that peace of mind while you're on this boat. So the 20-minute ride is to the sea cave and back to where we docked the boat. So this is the point where you actually enter the sea cave. So prior to that, you're just riding the ocean, leading up to this point. So this is the point where we enter the sea cave, and this is really the highlight of the entire boat tour, just to be inside this sea cave and seeing like the beautiful skylight. After leaving the sea cave, we then headed back to where we boarded the boat. And that was basically the end of the boat tour. Now, it's also important to keep in mind that the skylight that we saw earlier, that there's also a walking path that you can take from the main area. You can walk along the path and on the mountain, and you can also experience the skylight from above. We didn't go and do that option because we didn't have all the time to do that, because we wanted to head back into Mishima. But also, you can do that. You can take a path on these rocks that you're seeing to the side here, and you can walk around up and see the skylight from the opposite angle, I guess. And there's also a few other shrines that you can, and torii gates that are placed around, that you can walk and experience for yourself. After leaving the sea cave, we hopped in the car and went to Mishima because we wanted to go to the Mishima Skywalk. Now, the Mishima Skywalk is a scenery spot where you can see Mount Fuji from a gigantic suspension bridge. The bridge has a total length of like 400 meters. To get to Skywalk, you can actually get a bus from Mishima Station, and that bus will take you directly to the Skywalk. By bus, it will take you about 31 minutes from Mishima Station to Mishima Skywalk, and it would cost you around 710 yen per person to get to the Mishima Skywalk. If you happen to be traveling by car from Mishima Station to Mishima Skywalk, it is roughly 19 minutes. Entry fee is 1,100 for adults and 500 yen for secondary school students and 200 yen for primary school students. The entry fee only gets you inside, and it allows you to be able to see the skywalk, go on the skywalk, but you'll have to pay additional fees to do other activities that are available at Mishima Skywalk. And there are so many other activities available, and we will show you them. So in total, we paid 2,200 yen for 2 adult tickets, and we also got these 50 yen coupons that will give us a 50 yen discount off soft serve ice cream once we enter inside. When you're entering, there will be someone to check your tickets and put a stamp on them to make sure that there's no re-entry, of course. And after that, you're free to stay inside this section for as long as you please. There's no time limit. However, it does have an opening and closing time, so you have to keep that in mind. But there's no limit or time limit on, oh, you have to be out in 1 hour or 30 minutes. You can be there for as long as you like. Now, these here are strollers that you can rent if you have a pet that you're traveling with, because they don't allow you to walk in with your pet like on a leash. As you are coming up on the entrance of the suspension bridge, you'll notice that there are a few rules posted there. Please take a moment and read them, as they're important for the enjoyment of the venue, so everyone can enjoy it peacefully and just to show respect to the location and the caretakers of the skywalk. And it really just makes everything else more easy to follow the rules. Now here we have a Mishima Skywalk sign that is wonderful for taking photos, and you can get a nice picture of the suspension bridge in the background. Go on ahead, take your pictures. There's no cost to do so. Once you are finished with your photos, then you can go on ahead and enter the suspension bridge. Now, in this area that we're showing you, that is where the view of Mount Fuji is supposed to be. But do your due diligence. As I mentioned before, it's best to go there in the morning time, because as you saw when we were driving into Shizuoka, there was a nice clear view of Mount Fuji from the highway. But because we decided to go into Izu first before coming to Mishima Skywalk, we kind of lost the momentum and we didn't get to see Mount Fuji from the suspension bridge. But this is what it is supposed to look like on a clear day during the right time. However, if you happen to miss your chance to get a great view of Mount Fuji from the bridge like we did, the day is not a complete waste, as you can enjoy so much more amazing activities at this venue, and all you have to do is get to the other side of the suspension bridge. Here we are 400 meters later, and we're at the other side of the suspension bridge, and it's amazing. Just walking over this bridge alone, you can get some really great sceneries. It's really nice. If you're not afraid of heights, it's really nice because it's really high up. There is a zip line that runs parallel to the bridge, which adds an extra element of excitement. If you are brave enough and enjoy a bit of thrill, then this activity is definitely for you. To try the zip line activity alone, that is 2,000 yen per person regardless of the age. However, persons need to be 18 years and older to be unaccompanied, and junior high school and high school students can try this activity if they have the supervision of an adult, which is 18 years or older. One adult can supervise three students. They also have a nature trail that you can experience by renting like this go-go buggy cart. You can use a electric bike that you can rent from the facilities, and so on. So that is also something that you can enjoy if you're interested in just being out in nature and enjoying. They do have a group tour that they do, and you have to fill out a few forms, and after filling out the forms you pay a fee to rent the bikes and to do the tour. You will get a little safety briefing before you are allowed to take off on your adventure, and of course you must can tell that is for your safety first and foremost, and to make sure that there's no incident when you go on your tour to enjoy the nature tour. All the application forms that you need to fill out so you can enjoy the different activities at these facilities are located right outside the main building, and they're available in both Japanese and English. Also, for safety reason, you're not allowed to wear like certain types of shoes or skirts, and you can also rent safety gears like helmets, gloves, and shoes if needed. Now, this is a form that you fill out to apply for one of the tours or to rent an e-bike and so on. Forest Adventure also has a few courses that you can enjoy as well. The courses and prices are all listed here on this board, but you can also find them on their website if you'd like to plan in advance. I'll do my best to try and remember to link the website in the description. And after all that adventure, of course, we need something to eat. So they have this cafe or restaurant section that is also right there where you can enjoy a few simple basic meals, not really traditional Japanese meals or anything, just fun meals that are suitable for both adults and kids that you can enjoy here as well. And it's called the Picnic Cafe. We also found this really cool activity that you can do. It's kind of like leaving your mark on the environment. So it's the flower drop, where you can buy one of these, how would you say, like wooden pieces, and inside each of the wooden pieces, there, where you see those flowers, there are a flower seed. There's a flower seed on it, and you're supposed to go to the bridge and throw it or drop it over the side of the bridge, and it is supposed to grow or sprout flowers from the drop that you make. So it's kind of like a memorabilia, something to say, oh, I planted a flowers at the skywalk. It's really just one of those things. And as you can see, it says Mishima Skywalk, and right there is where the red flower is. That's where the seeds are located. Additionally, this section here, there's no cashier or anything here. It's really like a a trust system here where you're supposed to just put 200 yen into the box, and after putting 200 yen into the box, you can take one and drop it over the side of the suspension bridge. And after a day of exploring, we did not forget those 50 yen coupons that we got at the entrance. So we decided that we were gonna try these cloud soft serve ice cream. So we stopped by this soft serve ice cream shop that is also there on this side of the bridge, and one ice cream is for 500 yen, and you can get it on a cone or you can get it in a cup. And we were sure to use those coupons that we got earlier when we paid our entrance fee. The ice cream was super delicious, and it was such a good way to, deal with the heat, because as you know, it's June here in Japan and the weather is warming up like pretty fast. And this day specifically, although it was so cloudy, it was a bit humid, and this was a perfect snack to like cool off. This was how we spent our day trip to Shizuoka. And even though we didn't do these, you could add going to Shuzenji Bamboo Path, Mishima Shrine, or visit one of the amazing waterfalls in Izu to your travel itinerary. The point is that Shizuoka Prefecture has so much to offer, and with it only being just 1 hour away from Tokyo Station, you could go and have a day trip and see some of the most amazing parts of Japan that you're not gonna find in the busy Tokyo city. If you are interested in doing outdoor activities, if you like cycling, if you are into like the adventure and all of that, then I would definitely suggest Shizuoka Prefecture as your day trip from Tokyo. Keep in mind, on a clear day, you can get a beautiful, stunning view of Mount Fuji. I really hope that you enjoyed this video and we were able to give you just a sneak peek of what there is to do in Shizuoka Prefecture and how it is one of the best day trips that you can take from Tokyo. We post new videos every week, so if you're interested to see what we're up to next, then go on ahead and hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again in the next video.